Hey everyone, this is Weapon Rogue. This deck is doing very well right now, which is surprising because it's got about a 25% win rate against Big Spell Mage. But Big Spell Mage is going down in stock. So the last Vicious Syndicate report, this deck had a 52.42% win rate, putting it into tier 1, where Big Spell Mage had a 50.31. So that's over a 2% gap over Big Spell Mage. But the reality is at Diamond 1 through 4, Big Spell Mage has 54.98, where Weapon Rogue is 52.92. What does this basically mean for you? The higher ranks you go, the better deck this deck will do. I believe Jay Alexander climbed in an incredibly short amount of time to top 20 legend with this. Reality is the more you go, the less Big Spell Mage you go. See, and this deck sort of farms decks that beat Big Spell Mage. So at the end of the day, you're not going to beat Water Elementals on 4 or on 5. But if this deck I've literally had to turn 4 kills with this deck. This deck is incredibly fast and it goes for the kill as fast as possible. So I think the big skill of this deck is figuring out how fast of a kill do you go. Is your opponent gaining life? Do I need to be greedy with my weapon hits? Do I go all in real fast, or do I play a slower game? And depending on the matchup, they can go both ways. So that's the basic skill of the deck. So yeah, make weapon, make it big, go face, win the game. So one of the big things of this deck is it runs Dig for Treasure, and the only minion it runs is Swarty. So you can always get this really reliably, and you get a free coin. So that's a really good play. So yeah, basically overall mulligans, I'm gonna go real quick. Want to keep Dig for Treasure, want to keep Quick Pick, and often I will keep one of a Swarty if I don't have Dig for Treasure. If I have these cards, I might occasionally keep something, like an O Manager or a Deadly Point, but only if I have these cards. So anyways, got some games for you guys. Enjoy.
Here we go.
Set it down and I'll sign it up.
Here we go.
What if I was supposed to just trade there? Trading might have been better, because hitting in the face doesn't necessarily help me, right? Okay, I guess my play works out.
Here we go.
The optimal step. This battle.
Dijon, thank you for the prime. Track using or using Firestone.
Set it down and
Here
I'll light
we
it up.
go. Here we go.
Set it down and I'll light it up. Polished and deadly.
I mean, Hearthstone deck tracker is just fine. I stopped using it because it was bugging out my my computer. Just stopped, like, it was causing my stream to crash, my computer to crash, and that's just like too much of a risk for me to have my computer crash.
Here we
Because I'm a professional, so that's why I stopped using it. If you're using Hearthstone deck tracker and your computer's not crashing, there are advantages to the deck tracker. So what are the biggest benefits of the Firestone? Knowing what's in your fizzle. That's like probably the best thing about it, and what's in your like tide pool. If you're not running a deck that's running one of those two cards, Hearthstone deck tracker is just fine. But those are pretty big advantages. I used to have to do a print screen for every fizzle I do, you know?
Here we go.
I concede.
¿Qué tal español?
Reporting for duty.
Here we go.
A limited time offer.
Set it down and I'll light it up.
Here we go.
May have gone slightly overboard on the size.
So many options.
And dippy.
Here we go.
The desert sun strengthens my rays.
Here we go.
%100% real fake gold. The desert sun.
Nice big gold you got there.
My rays.
It'd be a shame. Yeah.
Relax your mind.
Too soon. Here we go.
Kill our opponents early will do it. So she, Matic, we're in a very unlikely to win situation. So you're correctly recognizing, oh, I have to go kill the opponent. The problem is my hand is actual garbage. So sometimes when you're in these spots, you try to find a way to hang in there and then pull off some, you know, for example, we could get like a deal 5 heal card. Reality is I knew we weren't going to win that race. So usually this is something that beginner players see that, oh, I'm not winning, I'm just going to YOLO face, which sometimes can work, but you have to be able to figure out which spots you can't and which spots you can. You correctly recognize that my plan was not a good plan, but the problem is going face is just pretty much always losing. We just don't have enough damage to win, so we're trying to control the board until we have a likely path to victory there, all right?
Set it down and I'll
Too soon.
I'm not very clever.
and dippy.
Here we go.
So you can see this is a very different game where not only did they not have aggro, but we're just going to win on turn 4 here. So, because we have a very good hand this game. You can see how the same matchup can play out completely different given what's happening.
Hide behind yourselves. I will still find you.
Here we go.
Let's look for the 3 drop, it's better. And for quick pick, even though... Okay. And then lost. I mean, their hand was pretty bad here. So...
down and I'll set it up.
Here we go.
This is awkward because like I really don't want to use Duff in here because I needed to get through their taunt, but this is dealing damage to them every turn, so I don't know. I might do something weird. Oh god, this is really bad actually. Like.
Here we go.
Don't really have enough damage to win here, so I'm kind of procrastinating to get another set of charges here. Like this re-equip doesn't really help them that much.
Here we go.
Set it down and I'll set it up.
Is our number 3 concern.
I think I'm okay with taking damage here and saving the silence for another taunt. I think it's better.
Here we go.
Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 8 plus 5 is 3 off lethal, so.
I wonder. Here we go. Here we go.
Get him! Very well played, yeah, this is, I agree. think we're gonna crush him this game.
Shaking our stuff.
Shaking my stuff. But the question is, do I go coin, prep, dubious, or do I go this and I can get a bazillion attack? Ooh, now I can do. No, I think I just YOLO the face here.
Down and out.
I can pretty much race them and win reliably. So.
Here we go.
I am not legend because of mage. So lots of people solve this problem. Deck is good. How do I beat this deck? There are lots of ways. You don't have to invent it. One, you can play decks that are favored against mage. Two, you can play decks that are favored against decks that are favored against mage. Those are the two ways to beat mage. This deck crushes a huge amount of the meta, but loses to mage hard. But mage is kind of going down in stocks right now, so it's a good time to... This deck was actually 3% higher win rate than mage on ladder, which is top 1,000 specifically, I should say. So it's kind of crazy at top 1,000, despite the fact that this deck gets hard countered by water elementals. It's insanely good, which I think is kind of weird, to be honest, but it's also a little interesting. Okay, let's... Bam, got it. That was easy. We might play some mech rogue later.